Welcome to my job. You know what my job is I watch you people all day long, and then I analyze it, and then report it back to you. This is what I observed today. I saw this elderly lady, this grandma. She had a walker. And on her walker, she had handbrakes. And I'm looking at this going, how fast is this lady going? Then it occurred to me, she's able to go that fast. Why does she need a walker? I had to fly today to get to you guys. Thank you. Which means I had to go through that TSA. I can't stand about going through TSA. You got to put on your carry-on stuff, and it goes through that X-ray machine. And sometimes they'll see something in there they don't like. And now they want to hand check it. Well, when they do this, take it from a comic. This is not the time to be a comic. Because they have no sense of humor. And he's rifling through my luggage, and I'm going, warmer. Warmer! The other thing I can't stand about flying is that you got to go to that gate, you know, and you sit there and you wait for them to call your group number, and then you take your carry-on. You go and she boops your ticket, and then she'll look at your carry-on. Ooh, we have to see if your carry-on fits in the box. You ever have to do the box? See, the whole idea is if your carry-on doesn't fit in there, then you need to tag it and put it underneath. Yeah, a lot of times I can get it in the box. I just can't get it out of the box. Now, I'm always one of the first people to get on, and I always get a window seat because I can just sit down and go right to sleep. And other people, they get their seats too. There's always the aisle guy. And it seems like the middle seat's always the last one for people to fill in. And you're looking at, we have an empty middle seat. Who's it going to be? And we watch everyone come down that aisle. Well, it better not be you. You just keep on walking. I don't know what it is. Every time I see that 400-pound guy coming down the aisle, I go, obviously, that's my middle guy right there. People, don't get me wrong. I'm big, but I can still fit in my seat. 400-pound guy, he cannot sit in that seat. He actually, when he sits down, he overflows into my seat. This is unfair. I paid for an entire seat. I want the whole seat. Now there's no way I can go to sleep. You know why? Because I'm being smashed up against the wall. That's why I think before we all get on an airplane, there should be a box. And if you cannot fit in that box, we need to tag you and put you underneath. I always get nervous on airplanes. I got nervous last time when the pilot tried to get the engine started. Because we were in a jet. This pilot was trained by the Navy. I knew this from our landing. I seem to be doing that a lot. Especially when I watch the news. You ever watch the news? You just... Married men knows exactly what I'm doing. That bet's in the end of every argument, right, sir? You just stare at her going... Now, ladies, if you don't know what it means I've run out of words! Are you guys married? Are you married? You're married? Are you married or are you happy? Which one? Which one? Which one? Have you done that yet? Oh, many times, right? See, here's the problem, is that men only can speak 5,000 words in a day, okay? But women, they can speak a whole bunch. They're blah, 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 blah. And you've learned to be a good husband. You just take it and sit there going... Because we need women, don't we? We need them. But you can't argue with them. Don't argue with them. And don't add any logic to the conversation. Women do not want your logic. They just want you to stand there and go, oh, really? Then what happened? Then what did you do? Because that's how a woman solves her problem. She just talks it out. Blah, 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 blah. And don't think you're the first person she talked to. No. Before you got your butt home from work, she talked to 4 or 5 other girlfriends on the phone. Sir, no, do you need a woman? Do we need to find you a woman? Everyone's got a woman here. Oh, but you, oh, wait, move over down here, down. We argue a lot, don't we? Don't we? Don't we? But we love you women, we really do. But sometimes I don't think we're supposed to be together. Especially in the bedroom. Going to sleep? Holy smokes. See, us men, we can just go to sleep. Time to go to sleep. But for you women, this takes all night. This is an event. You actually get all dressed up for this. And you get that comforter right up there. Okay. Time to go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Oh, I can't go to sleep. Honey, you're breathing. No, you're hot. You're hot. Oh, great. Now you've made me hot. Now I've got to turn on my air conditioner. Amazing. You women can stick one leg out and your whole body will cool down. There's scientists out there going, I don't understand. I never get tired in the day except when I go clothes shopping with her. Oh my goodness, this is so exhausting. Next time you're at a woman's clothing store, watch the man try to follow his wife. It's like the man becomes brain dead. He's 3 strides behind her going, I would get so exhausted. You're the first thing I would do? I'd look for the guy chair. Yes, there's always one guy chair. It's always next to the women's dressing room, where you sit down, you get to hear about 10 women on the other side of the wall going, I'm so bloated. All these tags are wrong. And ladies, please don't hand us your purse. Watch any man holds his wife's purse. We all hold it exactly the same way. We take our hand, we go through both loops. We go around the loops, and then we grab it by the base. Then we hold that purse at a 90-degree angle as if we worked for the bomb squad. And ladies, you know better. Don't ask us to get something out of that purse. You know we're not going to find it. Honey, could you get a pen out of my purse? Oh, my goodness. Oh, give me that. And men, you have learned by now, women do not have just one purse. They have the mothership and the travel pods. My wife and I, we have 3 wonderful children. By applause, how many people have children? Yeah. Thank you. That's a great laugh that you have. Oh, man, kids today, you've got it made. You do, all you children, you've got it made. You have helmets? We didn't have helmets. You guys have got good food and bottled water. We drank from a hose. Remember that? You just turn it on just a little bit and your dumb brother would come by. My sons are now at the age, well, they have they're out of the house and they got their own jobs now. And the first thing they bought was those virtual reality goggles. There's nothing like watching 3 boys in your living room going. Oh, wow, Dad, I'm actually there. Now I'm flying. I'm actually flying, Dad. Bet you didn't do this when you were a kid. I said, we flew. It's called we didn't have seatbelts back then. Remember that? You'd be all comfy in that shelf in the back window. Dad would slam on the brakes and then you would fly right into the dashboard. Then you have to go to school with Buick. Oh, man, I grew up during the 70s. Oh, man, you guys, you missed out. The 70s was a great time. You know why it was such a great time? Because back then we had muscle cars. Muscle car was big and manly, even the numbers 454 cubic inches. Poor kids today, we switched everything to the metric system, so now they have to go, this is the 2-liter bad boy. Back then we had big fat tires that said Goodyear on it. Kids today, they take a perfectly good Honda Civic, they take off the tires, they put on these little skateboard wheels. Uh-oh, speed bump. Whoop, I'm stuck. That's why they have tinted windows. They are so embarrassed. Love working on cars. Since I love working on cars, I love auto racing. Oh, man. I could be in the stands all day long. Just... Of course, around lap 200, I'm like... You guys probably recognize that was NASCAR that I was doing. Could you hear it? Now, Formula One cars sound a little bit different. They're more like... I have way too much time on my hands. Oh, I went to one of those auto shows. You ever been to one of those? I did not enjoy it because they have the cars of the future. I do not want these cars of the future. They got this new car that can drive itself. cuts in front of me, I drive up next to it. No one's driving that car! The electric car. I do not want the electric car to take off, because if it does, then I'd have to be at auto racing going, woo! The electric car doesn't make any sound. Okay, let's move on. Well, let's see. Let's move on to politics. How's that? You know what? This is what I want to do. I want to get on the internet. I want to put all the politicians on one window, then go Control, Alt, Delete. That's really what I want to do. Because it doesn't matter who our president is, whether he's a Republican or a Democrat, they're all spending us into oblivion. I read this, that for the last 40 years, our government has spent over $100 billion paying highly educated scientists to listen to a radio to hear if space aliens are trying to speak to us. All day long, they sit in front of the radio. And after 40 years of listening, they tell us they haven't heard a thing. Has anyone ever thought that maybe the way aliens communicate sounds like... They've been trying to talk to us on every channel! When they finally do land, our scientists are going to think they're so smart. Hold on, we'll talk to them. You know, the aliens are just going to be looking at each other going... Looking at all these politicians. You know what? I'm going to run for president. Thank you. Yes, we've got some laws we got to change. We got this one law that if you steal cable television, that's a federal offense. Where we'll put you in jail. And then in jail, you'll get free cable. I know I'll make a good president because I will not make laws that benefit me. No, I'll make laws that benefit you, the American people. Here's a good example. I don't have a gun. I don't want a gun. But I feel that if you think you need a gun to protect your house, you have every right to have that gun. Yeah. But if you think you need a machine gun, you need to move. That's a really bad neighborhood you're in. I think just take the gun and get out. I do believe if someone breaks in your house and they're coming directly at you, you have every right to take out your handgun and go bang, bang, bang. But if they're running the other way, no. No, you must take off after them. You need to get ahead of them. Turn around, bang, bang, bang. As you can plainly see, officer, he was coming directly at me. What a great audience you guys have been. Thank you so much. Sir, I tried to get a lady for you, but it just didn't work. We'll try again. Maybe after the show. So, all right, here's the big ending, then we'll get a standing ovation, we'll get out of here. How about that? I was reminiscing the other day when my son's They were wrestling with each other, and I was reminiscing when they were old enough to start playing Army. Guys, remember playing Army? Men play Army! Girls can play Army too. They just can't make sound effects. They can't. You give a girl a gun, ask her to make a sound of a gun, this is what you're gonna get. Pow, pow. You give a guy a gun, he'll get into it. And it's no fun. Give me that machine gun there. Chas Elstner, chascomedy.com. I want to thank you so much for watching my set there. And right now, you know what? You can tip me if you'd like. Just $1, $2. You know what the great thing about that is? It kind of shows them this is the type of comedy that we like, you know? So if you tip, that makes them say, hey, we need more of that type of comedy. So like if you also want to tip maybe $1,000, but you know what? If you don't tip, you know what I'm going to be doing? Thank you.